Hello, everybody, and welcome to Summoners Fest Realm Event Points Farming Update video. We do these once a week because I'm not going to make like tons of like little updates on this particular topic. It's like, well, we'll wait a week, we'll see what happens, new announcements. And there was new announcements. There was actually announcements on Friday's live stream from Kabam. So we got a little bit of an idea of what was going on in August. And of course, August being one of the biggest issues for trying to figure out where we're all at when it comes to farming this stuff. I'm currently sitting at 161,575 points. That is not the lowest. It is not the top because there's a lot more people that have got more than that particular point. I have missed out, I think, 2 rotations of Battlegrounds objectives because life. I have a life. You all have a life. And this month has been, or last month, July, and this month will be as well, very grindy, and of course take a lot of your time. So you've got to like try and balance your own life around this. I would say like I was going to be very rude about the game, like no, but it just kind of like feels like this just feels like an annoyingly stressful summer to get a lot of stuff done. Anyway, on the like positive news, we're up to milestone 44, 22 billion has been hit, and of course that has that own bearing of kind of success and failure by where we're achieving. We'll have a look at some estimates around where we're going with the video is broken down to 3 sections. Where am I currently up to, bonus points, and where's the rest, and where's the total up to. So you can check out those 3 things. They're they're tabbed, so there's like time coded tabs for that. Also to reiterate, because I do get this question quite a bit, you'll be surprised. These question marks are things that are not going to be announced just yet. They will take some time, and these will largely be after the Realm event has concluded, or close to the Summoners Fest itself, or something like that. There'll be something that will be announced after the fact, not whilst we hit these particular milestones. The most easiest event to do at the moment for Summoners Fest has got to be Super Daily event, which is great if you're doing that. I don't think I've missed a day of that one, and of course get your units and other stuff. I think I've finished. I think we've done week 4 of raid, so I don't know if there's any more opportunity for any more nightmare raids in say August. Like, you know, we get 1 week that's raid month. We're at raid week of a month. Will we get more points? Like, I want to say yes, but then there's no clarification of yes, that's the case. So maybe we will, maybe we won't. With that one, I've also got to hit vibranium. Like I'm honestly so tired with trying to find available time to play Battlegrounds and get to vibranium, and then like something pops up and I'm having to kind of like do it, and then I'm like, great, I'm gonna either have to like back out of this fight or kind of like just quickly scuff my way through it. It's not great, but then that's life when it comes to like trying to play this game, have a life, and like do everything else and kind of like make videos on this stuff, and other projects. I've got other projects I'm trying to do outside of kind of like YouTubing, full-time job and stuff like that. But it is what it is. We're all in the same boat. It's like I'm not kind of like saying it's just me. You're in the same boat as well of trying to find available time to get everything done. And it's been a very grindy month, and what will be a very grindy August as well. But there are points available. You know, Kabam have said that there's kind of like extra points. So let's have a look at where potentially bonus points will be available going into August, and where there's a deficit and things we still don't know about. So part 2, and as we kind of come to the end of July, of course, we've got the Super Daily events, and going into August, the Valiant quest, or the August Valiant quest, that gives what it will have, like 15k, and of course the Super Dailies. Raids in August, possibly the last remaining Battlegrounds objectives. I think there's 2 left. There might be 2 left. I assume there's 2 left because, you know, there's one dropping today, Saturday, and then there's one refreshing on Monday for that. And I'll go with there maybe 13 or more going into season 31. And as we get into August, there's still things we don't know. Like, will we be able to earn via the mini boss raid chest and raids in August, Alliance Quest raids, any additional points? Because there could be like a good amount of a chunk available for you providing that. And like I've just put estimates in, but like you might not even get it. Like that's, again, there's so much unknown with their stuff. Battleground Season 31, 12,500 points. I think you'd probably have to do it. And let's just surmise, like, I'll just go with an estimate and say that we've got 96,185 potential extra points that we know about. The reason that I'm like knowing and not knowing when it comes to all of this is, well, we don't know. Kabam again keeps saying like, oh yeah, well, it's coming in August. But the closest thing we had to kind of a revelation in the last 24 hours was this, where Kabam said that there's 4 paths. Solo objectives to use Fintech's champions from Brawl. Rewards geared towards the Summoners Fest Realm event. But as well, I think there was something that was in here that was mentioned about trying to that you would get points applicable. I think, well, if I just go back to what it was, solo objectives for use to Fintech's champions from Brawl. I think that will probably be it. Like it'll be like, yeah, that. But then I don't know from the terminology, rewards geared towards the Summoners Fest Realm event. Like, will that be points attributed to kind of go in there? But if not, then again, we go back to the unknown. There's a lot of events that are dropping next month of August, and will there be something with the Crucible attached to it? And again, that might be another thing. There's also the further thing about the event itself that I'm still a bit hesitant on to go, not hesitant, but kind of like, I'd say frustrated in some ways. What's the point of rank rewards? Like Kabam said, there's rank rewards for stuff, and you can see like it goes up to, you know, the top. Is that 1 million? It's not 1 million. It's 1 million. God damn, 1 million people are actually going to play the game. But look, if you got 25, if you're in the 25,000 to 50,000, well, what's the points? Like we know there's 300,000 points on offer. Kabam said that. Kabam Crash went last month. There's 300,000 points you can farm. Kabam have now given out in the region of like 20 to 30,000 points in compensation. I think it's more close to 20,000, especially if you kind of think about how the breakdown of the Twitch drops, which went live, like how those points worked out and the compensation that came from them. And the extras as well. I think there was like an extra 465 somewhere. So it must be like just over 20k or something. So how that kind of all works is like, well, it makes sense, but doesn't make sense, because it doesn't make sense against what separates out you to farm extra points to get further up the rank rewards. If you're a spender, you might have had access to this based on the deal. We talked about the deal being in the web store that you can pick up that gives you some extra Summoners Fest points. If those Summoners Fest points pick up what we've totaled, which is right then, it's about 11,000, just over 11,000, providing you've got it, then yeah, you're going to get like the rank rewards. You're going to be higher up. So it's kind of like free to play had no chance to get up there. And again, if a spender has not got certain types of things, and they didn't get, if a spender didn't get compensation, but a free to play did, then a free to play got an unfair advantage as a result of that. And those are all just theories. The thing about theories is facts and information. And Kabam still haven't given facts and information on how many of the August objectives can be got, how much extra points people can get, and where do they get them, and how many of those points, that 300k, which is now over 320k, is something you could spend money in order to get to kind of like get further ahead than other people. So there's a lot of unknowns still, and this event has been going for 39 days. 39 days, 26 days at the point of recording this video. And 39 days are still yet to run with this event. Will there be a spending set of deals? Is there not? Like, is there something more than the things that are on the web store? We're still yet to find out. So we're going to finish off the video with a little bit of like where we're up to. We did talk about where we're up to when it comes to milestones. We're currently hitting about a 44th milestone. 22 billion has been achieved. Now at 22.3 at the point of recording this video. And compensation very much helped it. Last week we were on 14 billion, so there's been a good enough rise there. But also in terms of how far can we go? The biggest questions and answers stuff, and a question to ask the community is, how many total active players are likely to hit the extra 140k that is what is left? Not everybody will have that. Some people have a lot more, some people have a lot less. But let's just say theoretically, there's 140,000 extra points per person, which, you know, there we go, 140,000 you can see on the screen. Now, if there is only 100,000 players that are able to achieve that 140,000, because that's our deficit of how much points we need in order to get that 300k or whatever it is, 328k, but we don't know how much is spenders to non-spenders, then it's an extra 14 billion. An extra 14 billion plus what we've got now gets us up to 34 billion. So that's kind of about right there where I'm pointing. So that's 34 billion. So that's milestone 56, right? Is that where we're going to end up? Don't know, right? Just don't know. Maybe we'll do a lot more. I hope we do a lot more points than that. I really do. But where do you think we're going to finish off? Do you think there's more than 100,000 players in game at the moment? And do you think they are able to hit that 140k threshold of the extra remaining points there is on offer in this particular game mode? Not game mode, various game modes. And what do you think about the August objectives and the fact that we don't know how to separate how you earn a rank in this particular realm event as well? Thoughts as always in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Check out some other content, and I'll see you next week for another Summoners Fest realm event point and farming update video. Have a lovely day, whatever you're doing, and goodbye.